fire. They'll pick more than a crack in the head to put me out of commission. But I'm telling you something. You better get out of here before they find you here. I came back into the hospital to get you out, not to get you back into more trouble. Look.
Nurse, would you escort Kelly to her room, please? Kelly, if I catch you sneaking up here again, I'm going to put you in isolation. If you're so intent on being up here, perhaps this is where you really belong.
I only wanted to talk to him, Dr. Mom.
Hey, you! Let her go! She didn't do anything wrong! Let her go!
Well. Today you don't sound like any president that I recognize. Perhaps that knock on your head brought you back to your senses. Do you remember who you really are now? Because if you don't, I'd be happy to remind you that you're Michael Baldwin Bradford III.
And here's another all-woman rock band that's hitting the charts now. Give a listen. Headlines? Fine, thanks. Now go get this Creedence Clearwater album for me. You know, Jane, it's real ironic how when a man tells me what to do, you object. But when you tell me it's okay, it's very interesting. My, aren't we touchy tonight? No, see, I just want you to know I am an employee here, not your personal slave. Do you lighten up, Hayley? You're not really mad at me. I'm not? No. You're mad because you lost Ted, but it isn't my fault, it's your own. You want to punish somebody, punish yourself.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, what can I say? I'm surprised.
Are you?
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing what I imagined you to be.
I'm not?
No. Actually. So, okay, if I sit down with you, Roxanne?
Wait a minute. I think maybe you had me confused with someone else. See, my name isn't Roxanne.
Well, sure, you got the little ribbon and the rose. Santana, we're home!
Santana, we're home!
I wonder where she is.
He said she wasn't feeling that night.
I don't see any note around.
Maybe she started feeling better and went out.
Yeah, maybe.
Who are you calling?
A friend of your mommy's.
They weren't home?
No, they weren't.
Would you not that curve? Come on, you're all on the road! Taking the wheel.
What was that?
I don't know. It felt like it was...
We hit something.
Listen, wait here. I'm going to go take a look.
Can you see anything?
I don't know. Must have been a pothole.
Oh, thank heavens.
Listen, can you move over? I'll drive.
Been a horrible discovery, finding your brother's letters. In a way, I pity you.
Actually, I'm very glad that I read them. You see, reading the letters made me realize that my brother Brian didn't blame me for his breakdown after all. You cannot imagine how that made me feel.
Free from guilt, a burden lifted from your soul?
Yes, it's something like that.
Well, I hate to break your bubble, but you've misinterpreted everything. Your brother, Brian, sat in my office and went on and on about how much he hated you because you talked him in to arranging for the abortion that killed his girlfriend. Isn't that what happened?
No. You see, the point is that I was a much different person back then. And when my brother got the girl pregnant, I told him he only had one possible choice, and that was simply to get her an abortion. My parents, they disapproved of the girl, and of course, at that time, I bought into everything that they said.
And he went ahead and followed your advice, as he always did. The girl got the abortion, and she died. And believe me, Brian did blame you.
No. You see, his letters, they were very, very forgiving.
It took a year of intensive therapy to get him into a point where he could write to you that way. And then he went home for Christmas. Do you remember that?
Yes, of course I do. I remember.
And in that one brief holiday, you and your parents managed to undo a whole year of work. Brian came back to me in worse condition than he'd ever been in. And 3 weeks later, he killed himself.
No, we didn't make him worse.
You and your parents were responsible for what happened.
No, it wasn't our fault. It wasn't my fault.
It was your fault, Michael. Yours and your parents. But especially yours.
Hi.
You're...
Paul. I have to file a report on the breakout.
Oh. Well, nice seeing you anyway.
Thanks, you too. Hi, Alice. I'm Paul. Here. Maybe this will cheer you up.
Nice, Alice. I think I'll go for a walk.
So how you doing today? You know something? I don't know anything about you. Almost nothing. I don't know where you come from or where you live. But all I know is your name. It's a beautiful name, Alice. I like that. Maybe you want to know something about me. Well, I'll tell you. I grew up in Georgia. When I was a kid, my folks moved to California. First to LA, then Santa Barbara. Well, my work is pretty much my life. I'm single. You know, I kind of like being alone, but you know, people always tell me that I'll get over that. You know, but I'm not sure I want to. Alice, you know, not all cops are bad.
Paul, I need your help.
What's wrong?
I just heard some nurses talking outside, and they said that Dr. Rawlings was going to do something awful to my friend. You've got to help him.
Listen, everything you said tonight was true. You're right. We gotta call this whole thing off.
Well, that's a switch. You've been so persistent. What made you change your mind?
Oh, nothing's changed. I still care about you as much as I ever did. It's just... You seem to belong to Cruz. The last thing I want to do is hurt you, but that seems to be everything I'm always doing.
No, you haven't hurt me all that much.
Yes, I have.
I bought most of it on myself. We've had some really wonderful moments together. We can't regret those.
What are you going to tell him tonight when you get home?
With any luck, they'll be out still.
Better have a story just in case.
What should I say?
Well, this may sound a bit radical, but why not try the truth?
What?
Yeah. Well, just part of it, you know. Tell him that we were together and that nothing happened because you wouldn't let him. Let it happen.
Yes.
It's the truth.
Yes.
And say that nothing between us will ever happen again.
Okay. Why have you been so nice?
I hate the way he treats you, but I can't seem to fight it.
Thank you. Thank you for being so understanding.
Now, there is one thing, though. I don't think she'll tell me when to Inspiration Point.
Why?
Why? It's too romantic. Tell him we went to a motel or something.
You think a motel sounds much better than the beach? I really don't understand.
A motel sounds cheap. You know, you'd never make love to me in a motel. Tell him I tried to seduce you at a motel, and you said no.
Okay. I think I understand.
Just do what I say, all right? Trust me in this. Don't mention Inspiration Point.
You meet a girl with a pink ribbon and a white rose in her hair like you have.
Oh, now I understand.
Yeah, but if your name's not Roxanne, then I don't...
It's not Roxanne, but, you know, she has the same ribbon and rose as I do. In fact, all the girls from the sorority do.
Wait, a sorority?
Yeah, we're having a party. Look, here's one.
Is that Roxanne?
No, but, that is.
Roxanne?
Roxanne, I'll get it for you.
Oh, no.
I think this young man's looking for you.
You're looking for me?
No, not really. This is really a mistake here. I'm sorry. See, I just thought that, well, that you were somebody else. Excuse me.
I hope you're not trying to get a drink. Could cost them their liquor license.
Just stay away from me. I have nothing to say to you.
Maybe not, Ted. But I have something to say to you.
You know, I'm getting a little tired of this chip you've been carrying around on your shoulder, Hayley, but I don't have time to argue about it now. And don't worry about the album. I can get it myself. You know, if Ted were not searching for his divine Roxanne, I would be stuck doing a shift. All right, Jane, the door's stuck. What are we going to do? I guess I can try to find a maintenance man, but Hayley, I think they've all gone home. Jane, the song is almost over. I know. Jane. So, I guess you're just going to have to go on the air and do the show. Me?
I don't care what you say. Gina, you are the one who's responsible for the big mess I'm in with Hayley right now.
There's a maintenance man listening out there who can unjam a door. I really wish you'd come to the radio station right away and help me out here. In the meantime, I guess I'll just keep playing a lot of records and wish everybody luck.
She sounds scared to death. Are you going to go down there and help her?
No, I don't think so.
Boy, you sure hold a grudge.
I don't care what you think, Gina. Just leave me alone, please.
You sound just like your dad.
Yeah, and Hayley is starting to act more and more like you every day. That's possible.
No matter how much you deny it, Ted, I know you still love Hayley. Just that Capwell pride of yours that won't let you admit it. The Capwell pride I've learned to hate. Unless you don't admit it to yourself, you're the one who's going to suffer in the long run.
You see, I never wanted to hurt Brian. I only wanted to help him.
Well, the road to hell is still paved with good intentions. I just want you to realize how much damage you do when you interfere in someone's treatment. First your brother, and now Kelly. Wasn't one mistake bad enough? Do you realize you can do her incalculable harm if you continue to interfere?
Pearl!
What the is the meaning of how dare you break in here like this?
Doctor, Kelly here has made some accusations.
Oh, could we step outside, please?
What are you doing to him?
We are in the middle of a therapy session. We are talking.
I don't believe you, Dr. Rawlings.
He's just made a major breakthrough. It's a critical point. You have no business breaking in like that.
He was just afraid you were going to do something to her.
Oh, Kelly, you just saw him. You know he's fine.
Yes, but I heard
some
people
listen, can I speak to you privately? Kelly, stay right where you are. Please. surprised that you would take the alarms of a mental patient seriously. Kelly is disoriented. She's potentially violent, and I know that's on the police report. Well, she seems okay to me. Well, she isn't. She has delusional episodes that are becoming increasingly frequent. Mr. Kupnik is doing very well. I'm sure he's going to be able to leave the hospital quite soon.
I don't believe it.
I'm sorry. I can't interfere in this.
Kelly, I warned you not to come back up here, remember?
Yes?
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you're going to have to suffer the consequences of going against my wishes. Do you understand? Orderly?
Hey. Oh, no, man. You're getting too good at this, buddy.
I like checkers.
Yeah, well, I can see why.
Well, my two men are home. I thought you'd still be out to dinner.
We've been here a long time now. I thought you were sick.
No, I'm fine now. I'm feeling fine. Did you have a good time with Cruise?
Yeah, it was great.
You know, it's getting a little late. Why don't you go in and brush your teeth and put your pajamas on, then we'll talk about camp tomorrow, okay?
I can't go now. I have to finish beating Cruise.
You can finish beating me in the morning, buddy. I think your mama's right. It's getting late.
Okay.
I'll come in and tuck you in a second.
Okay.
I'm glad you had fun together. Would you mind fixing me a drink?
You want a drink?
Yes. You don't think I should have one?
Haven't you had a few already?
No, I haven't had any.
You know, you told me that you weren't well enough to go out to dinner with us. Then you go out anyway. I mean, I want to know where you've been, and I want to know now.
Fine, I'll tell you. I was exactly where you thought I was. I was with Keith Timmons. Are you satisfied?
My Lord.
Jane? Hayley, just hang on. I haven't been able to find a custodian yet, but I will. Oh, where's Hayley? She's locked in there. Hayley? Go away, Aunt Gina. That's not very nice, Hayley. I came here to try to work some things out with you. Now that you can't run away, well, maybe we can make some progress. Okay. I was thinking about opening up the phone lines, get some dialogue running in here. You know, I'm a little lonely.
All right, you all know the number to call. Just call me up. I'm waiting. My first phone call this evening. You're on the air.
Hello, sweetie. This is Roxanne. I guess you must be Teddy Boy's little girlfriend.
No, Roxanne, I'm not. As a matter of fact, you can have Ted anytime you like.
Then why don't you let me talk to him now?
Well, no, Roxanne, I'm afraid he isn't here, and I don't know when he'll be back. As a matter of fact, I don't know when I'm going to get out of here myself.
I'll probably be here permanently.
Oh. Well, then, I have a message for Ted. Will you give it to him when you see him?
Oh, yes. Hold on, and let me put on a record, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, this is, Carme. Roxanne, what would you like me to tell him?
So, you and Daddy split up. I hope I wasn't the cause.
No, you weren't, believe me. So, what would you like me to tell him, Roxanne?
Tell him I'm sorry about my little practical joke today. Tell him that wasn't me. And ask him to meet me at the beach bar at 10 o'clock tonight.
Fine. I'll give him a message.
Well, that solves one problem. Let's tackle the next.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. We'd appreciate it if you could wait here, sir. The police are on their way now, and I'm sure they're going to want to talk to you.
Don't walk out on me, Cruz. At least give me a chance to explain.
You said you were with Keith. What else is there to explain?
A lot. I should have done this a long time ago. I'm sorry.
Santana, if it's all the same to you, I think I'd like to hear your story in the morning when you've sobered up.
No, I want to tell you now. I'm not drunk. And this isn't a story. It's the truth. Please listen to me.
You bet. I'll listen.
For a long time, Keith has been chasing me. You know how he felt about me in high school. Well, I guess his feelings never changed. And I've been feeling so lonely lately. Just the thought of somebody wanting me.
Don't.
But that's the way I've been feeling. I've been feeling lonely. I never meant for this thing with Keith to get out of hand. I just let him phone me and take me out to lunch a few times, maybe to dinner. Maybe I even flirted with him. I haven't been myself lately. But you see, Keith, he wanted it to go further. He wanted to make love to me. He took me to a motel room. I couldn't go through with it. Cruz, I told him that it was over. And he agreed with me. He agreed that it would never work out with us. That's when I came home. To you.
If God is my witness, it wasn't supposed to turn out this way. It wasn't supposed to happen.
I'm sorry. Cruz, I know what I put you through. I'm sorry. I tried to make our marriage work. I want to try to make our marriage work. I want to be a good wife.
And I have tried to be a good husband. I have tried.
I'm sorry.
Maybe this is something that we had to go through. Maybe we... Are you sure you want this to work?
That's all I've ever wanted.
Well, I know you've gone through a lot of tough times lately, and I know that I am a big part of the cause.
Don't answer.
I have to answer it. Hello? Yeah. When did this happen? How badly was she hurt? Yes, thank you. Thank you for telling me. Yes, I will. Eden has been in an accident. She found her. They checked into the house.
What happened?
I don't know. But I'm going to go. I'm going to go and find out.
Of course.
You want to come with me? We can drop Brendon off at your mama's.
Are you sure you want me to go with you? I'll go get Brendon.
Tout ce que je te demande, Hayley, c'est de m'écouter une seconde.
Je ne veux pas écouter ce que tu as à me dire, alors laisse-moi tranquille.
Tu n'es pas très gentille, Hayley.
Je n'ai pas envie d'être gentille, je commence à en avoir plus qu'assez.
Tu veux dire que tu ne veux plus entendre parler de moi, c'est bien ça?
Oui, c'est ça.
Tu veux que je disparaisse? Tu serais heureux.
Anna, will that make you happy?
I wish I could turn the clocks back.
So do I. Because I've never seen you this cold and hard.
You know, Gina, I don't even understand why you even pretend to care.
Doesn't matter what you think, Hayley. Family means a lot to me. It means everything. And having you shut me out and having Brendon live under another woman's roof is more than I can bear.
Well, I hate to say this, but you only have yourself to blame for that.
I know that. That's why I'm trying to change. I'm doing everything I can to improve myself.
How?
Why do you think I started this cookie company? Don't you think I know everybody's laughing at me? I thought maybe if I was able to make some money, I could get some respect.
Gina, Gina, if you made $1 million over this business, no one would respect you if they knew you.
I realize I can't buy back what we had. But you mean a lot to me. And you've done more for me than you could ever realize. I never told you this before. But I was going to kill myself before you came into my life.
Ah, Gina.
I was. But having you around gave me a reason for living. I need your friendship. I need to feel that I have some family that loves me and that will stand by me no matter what. I don't have Brendon anymore. I don't have anybody but you. Please don't turn away.
No, Gina, you're your own worst enemy. Mine also.
I know that sometimes it seems that way.
No, it's the way it is.
People can change.
And it's you who would have the gall to come and try and change my mind. When, in actuality, you should be at home, looking in the mirror and getting a real hard look at yourself. Gina, I just don't want you in my life anymore.
You don't know how it hurts me to hear you say that.
I didn't say it to hurt you. I said it because it's true.
What if I promise to never do anything that you don't like anymore?
Gina, you can't promise things like that. It has to come from within, deep within, and I don't think you have that in you.
So you think I'm such a hopeless case? You know, Hayley, if you came to me and said, look, I've done something wrong, I want another chance, I'd give it to you, you know I would.
Well, then I guess you're just a better person than I am.
Maybe a little more forgiving. I hope you learn how to forgive someday, Hayley. Because if you don't, you're not going to be happy either.
You all right?
She's still unconscious.
Nurse?
Go quiet. The doctor will explain everything to you. Is she going to be all right? I think so. She's very lucky. You can probably see her in a little while.
Okay, thanks.
I wish we knew what happened to her.
Yeah. Listen, I'll be back in a second. Billy, can you tell me anything about the Eden Capitol accident?
Well, I'll tell you what I know. It isn't much. Straight hit and run. No witnesses.
Nobody saw it? What are you doing here?
I'm here with Cruz. He got a call that Eden was in an accident. He asked me to come with him. Is that why you're here?
Oh, yeah, I heard you. I take it you found out what kind of accident it was.
No, he's just trying to find out. You don't know either?
Listen, we got to talk. But first, did you tell him the story we agreed on?
Yes.
You told him we went to a motel room.
Yes.
You didn't mention Inspiration Point, right?
I told him everything that we agreed on. Why are you asking me all these questions?
He's coming.
Hello, Keith.
I heard about it on the police band. How is she?
She's unconscious but stable. I think she's going to be all right.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, thank God indeed. I'm going to talk to the man who found her in a few minutes.
Found her? Found her where?
She was hit by a car.
What?
Yeah, it was a hit and run at Inspiration Point. This guy found her lying on the highway after it happened.
God.
Listen, I just wonder what the hell she was doing out there this time of night in the fog anyway. I want to talk to her doctor. Excuse me a second. You stick around, okay?
Oh, my God. Oh, dear God. Keith, it was Eden. I hit Eden. I knew I hit something.
Yeah, I think maybe you're right.
You saw her. You must have seen her. You were the one who got out of the car and went to look. You said that there was nothing.
I didn't see anything. I thought it was.
You must have seen her.
If I had seen her, I would have called for help. You think I would have left her lying there on the road?
I don't know. I don't know anything right now.
Listen, let me tell you something. You better get a grip on yourself. Because if Cruz comes back and sees you like this, he's going to put two and two together and we're sunk.
You knew it. That's why you didn't want me to say anything about Inspiration Point, isn't it?
I thought it was smarter in case we hit something.
I didn't hit just something. It was a person. It was Eden. Oh, God.
Hey, get a grip on yourself. Please.
I could have killed her. I could have committed murder right on the highway.
Didn't you hear what he said? She's going to be all right.
What if she saw us? What if she knows who it was?
It was just too dark. She couldn't have seen anything. He's coming.
Nurse Roberts, contact us, please. Nurse Roberts.
Doctor says we can talk to her in a little while.
Excuse me, I have to go to the ladies' room. Excuse me.
Well, I guess it's time to deal with it.
What's that?
Santana told me what happened tonight.
Did she?
Now, I expect you to leave her alone from now on.
Oh, I intend to.
I don't know what kind of sport you find in chasing other men's wives, but she has made a decision, so this had better be the end of it.
Oh, listen. I know an unbeaten Castillo.
Fine. We'll leave it at that.
Oh, no, I think we're going to have to work together sometime, don't you?
Not unless absolutely necessary.
Well, about this case, I want to make my office available to track down the man that ran down Eden.
Thank you.
Did you find anything?
Apparently there were no witnesses, so unless Eden can tell us something or we find some physical evidence at the scene or on her clothes, it's going to be a dead end.
That's always a possibility, isn't it?
That's always a possibility.
Miss Capwell's awake now, and she's asking for you. There now. That should help you sleep.
I hate sleeping pills. I told Dr. Rawlings that. Why does he keep giving them to me?
Because the doctor knows what's best, and if we want to get better, we have to listen to what he says. Sweet dreams. Good night, Kelly.
Fine. Well, most people are usually awake when you wake them. What do you want now?
I just want to see how you're feeling after your breakthrough. You made amazing strides in your session this evening. I'm very proud of you.
I wouldn't flatter yourself very much, Doctor. I didn't have a breakthrough.
You broke down and cried, didn't you? You admitted that you were responsible for your brother's death. In our terms, that's a breakthrough. But sometimes a patient doesn't want to admit that he's getting well.
No, I didn't cry, and I don't admit any kind of responsibility. You put those ideas in my head just like you put the words in my mouth. You did to me what you're doing to all the patients in this ward. Yes, of course, you're finding their weaknesses, then you're exploiting them for your own ends.
Portrait of a patient resisting analysis.
Excuse me, Doctor, you forget one thing. I'm not a patient. However long you may love to keep me locked up in here, I'm not going to stay.
You're not on very solid footing, Mr. Bradford, legally or emotionally, and if I were you, I wouldn't be too confident of my sanity or my future.
You really think you're scaring me, don't you? I'm going to pull the truth out of you if it's the last thing that I do.
Well, what truth is it you want? Perhaps I can give it to you now.
You know exactly what I want. Your admission that it was your responsibility to protect my brother, and it was exactly because of your negligence that he died. I mean, if Brian was really in danger to himself, you should have known about it beforehand and made steps to protect him. You're guilty. And you, my friend, are going to be held accountable. You can better believe that.
All right. That's enough. I've heard enough of your ravings. If you don't calm down, I'll call an orderly and have him give you something to help you calm down.
Fine. I'm calm. Now, you tell me the truth about my brother.
Truth is a subjective term, Mr. Bradford. Your truth is not necessarily mine.
Please, just cut the double talk. Why don't you just admit something to me? That what drove Brian to suicide was not his depression. It was something else. It was something that you did to him. Yes, of course. Why else are you behaving so protectively about this case? What are you hiding?
You're getting worse. You're beginning to have delusions. I think you do need medication.
Not so fast, Doctor. I don't believe your little session is quite over with.
If you have something sensible to say,
I have a lot to say. Oh. Shall we try and work together on this, huh? Get you to sort of have your own little breakthrough? Come on, let's come clean. See how good it feels.
Warning, you stay away from me.
What are you afraid of? If I'm violent, you made me that way. You know, I used to be sort of a peaceable kind of a guy, but... Hey! All right. Let's work through this together, huh? Let's see what we can come up with. Isn't that the phrase you used to use?
Out of your room. See what's going on in there. Make sure Dr. Rawlings is all right. Stop fighting me. I'll deal with you later.
I'm fine. I'm just sick of this guy's lies. Sick of them.
Dr. Rawlings, are you all right?
That maniac attacked me. You better believe it, and I'm going to continue to attack you until I find out the truth about my brother. You're responsible for his death.
All right, that's it. Take him away and put him in restraint.
Roxanne? You here? This better not be another practical joke.
Don't turn around, Teddy. I'm right here. You'll take all the fun out of it.
Roxanne, what's a good reading show if I can't see it here?
Oh, there are 1,000 ways to see, Teddy. Through your other senses. I'll teach you to use all of them.
Well, what's the big mystery?
Does my touch match my voice, Ted?
Yeah, it's perfect.
I've dreamt about this night since the first time I called you. Have you ever dreamt about me?
Wait, what are you doing here?
Relax. You're in good hands. My hands. I was afraid you wouldn't get my message at the station. Afraid your little girlfriend wouldn't tell you that I called.
She's not my girlfriend.
It's getting better. Trust me, Ted. I have everything you need. And I promise you a night you'll never forget.
Get in the damnedest scrapes.
Just a big troublemaker.
I'm glad you were around to cause a little more. How do you feel? Can you tell me what happened? I mean, what were you doing out there?
I was taking a walk by the side of the road, and I heard a car horn, and then I heard a screeching sound like it was out of control. The next thing I knew, it was on top of me.
But what in the world were you doing on that highway at that time of night? Where was your car? Why were you walking?
You okay if I come in?
Is Santana still here?
Yeah, I'll get her.
Santana's here?
Yeah, I asked her to come with me to the hospital.
Hello, Eden. I'm glad you're all right.
You look pretty good for what you've been through.
Thanks.
I told Cruz anything my office can do to help find the guy that hit you. We'll do it. You know how this happened?
I was just going to ask her that. Did you see who did it?
Yes. I saw the car a minute before it hit me.
In Valerie, it's Mom's wedding anniversary, but where's her husband? Then on Amazing Stories, four buddies have hit on a clever idea, an innocent little scheme that'll make them rich. But what they have to do to get the money is a crime. Then on the NBC Monday Night Movie, Jill Clayburgh gives a riveting performance as a woman breaking free from a shattering addiction. I'm Dancing as Fast as I Can, tonight on NBC.